Welcome to Scott Cooks. Tonight we'll be making a ham casserole in the Ninja Foodi. Stay tuned. Let's go over the ingredient list. First off, you're going to need your ham, of course. I have a very large, fully cooked ham here. I'm just going to chop off about a quarter of this and dice it up. Going to need some cheddar cheese. For me, I like cheddar. You can use whatever kind of cheese you like. Small onion. Got a half a green pepper. Some sort of elbow noodles. I happen to have these small ones here, but any size noodles, elbow noodles will work. Macaroni noodles. And I'm going to use a can of cream of chicken. You can use cream of celery, cream of mushroom. I would have used cream of mushroom if I had it. You don't have it. Cream of chicken. I know you're going to say, oh, chicken with ham. It doesn't make it taste like chicken. It just makes it creamy, and it's got a lot of flavors in there. I've done this before. It's great. And how are we going to start this off? Because we're going to do everything in the Foodi. First thing we're going to do is cook this macaroni noodle and then just set them over into the sink in a colander and just let them sit for a little while. So I could pressure cook these, but these only cook for 7 minutes. So all I'm really going to do is just boil them. I'm going to boil like you would boil them on the stove. I'm just going to use the Foodi. We'll use sear saute, turn it on high, get it to a boil, throw the noodles in. We might even put the lid on vent just to get it to boil faster. And then we'll drain it. Saute our onion and pepper. Get our ham and our liquids together. Bake roast, panko crumbs on top, and boom, you've got a fantastic, easy to make ham casserole. I'm going to start by just adding some water. I'm going to put 4 cups of water in. That was 2. Okay, I've got 4 cups of water in now. What I want to do is get this hot, boiling as fast as I can. Put on the pressure lid, make sure it's on vent, turn it on, sear saute, high, start. And this will bring the temperature up very fast, and when I get a good decent boil going, I'll pop the top, get the noodles in. While we're waiting for the water to boil, we'll go ahead and cube up our ham. I've already removed the wrapper. I put the rest of it back in the freezer. So we're just going to make some cubes out of this. I think it's a pretty good size cubes here, 1/2 inch or so. That's more than enough there. I'm going to just take the rest, put this in the refrigerator. I'll use this for something else, make some sandwiches out of it or something. I can hear some steam rising over there, so I think we're getting close on the Foodi. All right, we've just started to boil here. Now I've transferred my noodles over into a canister that I'm going to use to store these in my pantry, and also makes it easier to pour than the bag. I'm going to measure out 1 cup of these. Get them on in. And I think we'll go about another 1/2 cup. So we'll have some leftovers too. Yeah, that'll make plenty. So I got a cup and a half. You know, if you're using the larger noodles, maybe you only need a cup. Depends on how much you want to make here. Let's get these boiling. They'll need about 7 or 8 minutes. I'm probably going to go to the 7-minute mark, because I'm going to actually use bake roast as well, and I don't want to get them too far gone. If you've already got the thing hot, putting the lid on is a little bit of a trick. Really, just kind of let it settle. You can hear it, see it going. Just be careful and let it settle. If you try to force it, it'll never go. Okay. So we're not really trying to build up pressure here. We've got the vent wide open. If we start building too much pressure, I'll pop the lid back off. All I'm doing is trying to keep the boil going. And we'll set a kitchen timer for about 7 minutes, and then check them. After that, we'll drain them, get a little olive oil in there, and get our green pepper and onion going. We're going to go ahead and cut up our onion and green pepper and get it ready. Now, if you're trying this with the lid, by the way, to get a good boil, you might accidentally build up too much pressure, and that's just what happened to me. My button just popped up. I'm not too worried about it. I lowered the temperature to medium. I've got my timer on at 7 minutes. I'll just kill the power. We'll let the button drop. All that's happening in here is it's boiling and making more steam than can release. No big deal. In fact, we'll just go ahead and drop it to low and just let it finish up. All right, let's go ahead and just trim these up. Now, I want this to be a finer chop than I got on that ham. And this might even be more than I need, so we'll start with about that much there. And let's get this chopped up and see what it looks like. This is probably going to be plenty. I probably won't need that whole onion either. That's the thing when you're cooking for somebody other than yourself. I love onion. I would put it all in there, but the other person eating tonight is not a big fan of massive amounts of onion and pepper, which is a shame, because I love them. You can probably hear in the video there the steam noise. It's not quite as great now because I've dropped it to low. We're going to start with half of this onion. Let's see what that looks like. Peel that thick stuff off. Yeah, that's probably going to be plenty there. Again, pretty fine. Okay, we'll adjust that back up to medium. We do want to keep a boil going. You know, maybe it would have been easier to pressure cook them. I don't think so. They're just the tiniest little things. If they were the large noodles, I definitely would have pressured them. But, yeah, that worked. I can hear the steam coming back up already. Perfect. That's working out great. One thing about the Foodi, it is very, very versatile. And when you think about it, it's no different than adjusting the heat controller on your stove. All right, these will be ready in a minute. We'll drain them and start the next part. All right, time is up. I've pulled the lid, turned off the Foodi, and I have already tested one of these. It came out just past al dente, which is just exactly where I wanted it. We're gonna go ahead and drain those, wipe out the moisture, the water from the pot, and put a little olive oil in. All right, I've drained the pasta, cleaned it out, dried it with a paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and put a drizzle of olive oil in. I'd call that a little less than a tablespoon, maybe half a tablespoon. I'm going to go ahead and power up the Foodi. I'm going to put it back on that sear saute mode. I'm going to drop it to medium. Again, might need to adjust it as we go. We're going to put our green peppers and onions in. Spread the oil around, get them all nice and oily. Perfect. And we're going to saute these up. Let's move this on up to medium-high, get a fast sizzle going. All right, you can probably hear them sizzling away over here. Doing great. And while we're waiting on that, I always try to do something while I'm waiting. I'm going to take that cream soup, get it into a bowl. And I'm going to need about a half a can of fresh whole milk. Not that much. Don't want it liquidy. I mean, you know, like thin, I guess I should say. And just carefully mix this in. That's all we want. We want to keep it thick, but at the same time, enough consistency so it gets through all the stuff here. It's just about perfect right there. Let's keep stirring. We don't want to burn anything. We're doing good over here. The onions are becoming translucent. Let me show you. Looking good. I've decided to add a surprise ingredient. This is whole corn kernels, frozen. These are frozen right out of the freezer. A couple handfuls. I'll be adding those in as well. Corn and ham go really good together. All right, we're done over here with the onions and the peppers. They're just the way I want them. Slightly browned. Translucent, looking good. Lower the temperature to medium. And then it's time to start combining some ingredients. Let's go ahead and get the ham in. Got to get the noodles in now. Noodles have been draining over in the sink. Give that a quick stir. Get those onions and peppers mixed in really well. Let's get the corn in. Get that thing out of my way. Gonna get the soup in now. All right, combine all of those ingredients. Let's get you a closer picture. There you go. So we're just going to combine everything up. Doesn't that look good? And guess what? We're not quite finished. Let's get the cheese in there. All right, I didn't really measure, but that was 2 decent-sized handfuls of cheese, shredded cheddar. You can throw just about any kind of cheese in here. I've made this before, mixed cheddar and mozzarella, mixed cheddar and, you know, whatever, Munster, whatever you got in the fridge. But there's nothing wrong with good old cheddar. All right, what we're gonna do now, we've got it all mixed up. We're just gonna kind of level it off across the top. Get it nice and level like that. Perfect. And we're gonna cover the top with some panko crumbs, breadcrumbs, whatever you got. And we're gonna put it on baked roast and finish it off. I'm gonna put a fair amount of these panko crumbs over it because I love these things when they get toasted. It makes almost like a crust. It's very, very good. I'm sorry for the camera, guys. I do not have a gimbal on this, so when I hand hold it, I'm not very steady. Alrighty, we're good to go. Let's power up. Bake roast. 375 is good. That's a good number. And you can set a time for 15 minutes and start. And you know how I do it. I usually set the time longer than I actually need. That way I can stop, open the thing, close it up. Don't have to worry about it cutting off on me. So I'll check this. I'm gonna set a kitchen timer and we'll come back and check this in 10 minutes. All right, we have hit the 10-minute mark. And as you can see, very nice and toasty. This dish is finished. Power off the Foodi. And let's get some out and see what it looks like. There you have it. Quick and easy ham casserole, cooked in the Ninja Foodi. Those miniature elbow macaroni noodles. Ham that I cubed up. Got some corn in there. Sauteed some green pepper and onion. Cream of chicken soup. As I said, you can use any kind of cream of soup. And cheddar cheese. Shredded cheddar. And this just came out perfect when I dished that out. It actually formed a little crust on the top, which is exactly what I wanted. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Click the bell for notifications. Hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank everybody for watching.